Hello! Once again, kids, this is Josh, and of course, this is the Bible, and it's an atheist point of view, where I, the atheist, will be reading from the Bible, from cover to cover, the New International Version, one chapter at a time, and basically in the order of read, because, what can I say, I find it absolutely fucking hysterical. Now, I know it also promotes murder, and promotes rape, and slavery, and incest, and polygamy, but let's just name a few. But it makes me laugh. I'm sorry, it's hysterical. Just remember, he's a loving God. More like love you to fucking death. Anyway, before I even go on, let's go ahead and cue up the bumper music. And there you go. Okay, where I left off is Exodus 34, the new stone tablets, because they broke the oath. Verse 1. The Lord said to Moses, "Chisel out 2 stone tablets like the first ones, and I will write on them the words that were on the first tablets, which you broke." Starting to sound like Yoda. I will go right on them for the words that you were on the first ones, which you broke. Fucking Yoda's in the Bible. Verse 2, be ready in the morning and then come up to Mount Sinai. Present yourself to me there on top of the mountain. No one is to come with me or be seen anywhere on the mountain. So hide. Not even the flocks and herds may graze in front of the mountains. Fucking stupid. Whatever. Okay, next verse. So Moses chiseled out 2 stone tablets like the first ones and went up to Mount Sinai early in the morning, as the Lord had commanded him. And he carried the 2 stone tablets in his hands. So I guess they weren't very big. Oh, they were all real buff back then too. Not only did they live 1,000 years, they were all built like bodybuilders. 2 big old 500-pound stones, tablets, no problem. Verse 5. Then the Lord came down in the cloud. In the cloud, even. And stood there with him and proclaimed his name, the Lord. And he passed in front of Moses, proclaiming, the Lord, the compassionate and gracious God. Yeah, remember that. The compassionate and gracious God. And randomly demands that you go kill a bunch of people. Fuck. Where did I leave off? Okay, the Lord, the compassionate and gracious God, slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness, maintaining love to thousands, and forgiving wickedness. Wickedness. Rebellion and sin. Yet, he does not leave the guilty unpunished. He punishes the children and the children for the sin of the fathers to the 3rd and the 4th generation. Thanks, God. You're a loving God. Fuck. Verse 8. Moses bowed to the ground at once and worshipped. "Oh Lord, if I have found favor in your eyes," he said, "then let the Lord go with us." Well, they have a choice? No, the Lord can't come. Sorry, God. What is this on your own? What? And the Lord will go. Fucking stupid. Although it is stiff-necked, people. Forgive our wickedness and our sin, and take us as your inheritance. What? Forgive us our wickedness and our sin. What? So I guess that means go ahead and make us slaves? What? Our inheritance. Whatever. Verse 10. Then the Lord said, "I am making a covenant with you. Before all your people I will do wonders never done in any nation in all the world." And have any concrete factual evidence that was proven by science to back this shit up? No, of course not. It's a miracle. You have to believe it. Gotta have faith. The people you live among will see how awesome Wow, they use the word awesome. Awesome, God. The people you live around will see how awesome is the work that I, the Lord, will do for you. Obey what I command you today. I will drive out before you the Amorites. Oh boy, here it's these guys again. The Ites brothers. Amorites, Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Hivites, and Jebusites. I seriously couldn't think of something better than Ites. Retarded. Okay. Let's see. Be careful not to make a treaty with those who live in the land where you are going, or they will be a snare among you. A snare? Break down their altars, smash their sacred stones, and cut down their Asherah poles. Asherah poles? What the fuck? Something else I need to Google. Do not worship any other god, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Well, no shit. Yeah, that's an understatement. You're a jealous God, but you are also one sick, twisted, maniacal motherfucker. Okay, next verse. Verse 15, be careful not to make a treaty with those who live in the land, for when they prostitute themselves to their gods, they are getting pimped out to the gods above that are God. Not Yahweh. Prostitute. When they prostitute themselves to their gods and sacrifice to them, they will invite you and you will eat their sacrifices. Ew. Gross! I'm gonna have to pass! Verse 15, be careful not to make a treaty with those who live in the land. Okay, I just read that. Verse 16, and when you choose some of their daughters as wives for your sons, and those daughters prostitute themselves to their gods. Prostitute. They will lead your sons to do the same, of course. Boys and girls. I guess they're not that sexist in the Bible. Okay, next verse. One single line, 5 words. Do not make cast idols. Okay, Fox. The Fox network is fucked. Verse 18, celebrate the feast of unleavened bread for 7 days. Okay, this is a repeat of the previous instructions, but whatever. For 7 days eat bread made without yeast, as I command you, for it'll taste more like shit this way, huh? Do this at the appointed time in the month of Abib. That's mystery month. I'm still guessing February. For in that month you came out of Egypt. Sure you did. Verse 19. The first offspring of every womb belongs to me, including all the firstborn males of your livestock, whether from herd or flock. Redeem the firstborn donkey with a lamb. No chicken? How about a goat? I guess the cows are too valuable. But if you do not redeem it, break its neck. Kill the animal. Redeem all your firstborn sons. Oh, what? Oh, Christ. This is terrible. No one is to appear before me empty-handed. Okay. Verse 21, 6 days you shall labor, but on the 7th day you shall rest. A repeat of the previous instructions. Even during the plowing season and harvest, you must rest. Alrighty then. Verse 22, celebrate the Feast of Weeks. In the first fruits of the wheat harvest and the wheat of ingathering at the turn of the year. Alright. Verse 23, 3 times a year all your men are to appear before the sovereign Lord, the God of Israel. I will drive your out nations before you and enlarge your territory, and no one will covet your land when you go up 3 times each year to appear before the Lord your God. Verse 25, do not offer the blood of a sacrifice to me along with anything containing yeast. God does not like yeast. And do not let any other sacrifices from the Passover feast remain until morning. Alright. I still think this is just absolutely fucking hysterical. Verse 26, bring the best of your first fruits of your soil to the house of the Lord your God. Do not cook a young goat in its mother's milk. I didn't know you actually would. Then the Lord said to Moses, write down these words, for in accordance with these words I have made a covenant with you and with Israel. Moses was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights without eating bread or drinking water. And he wrote on the tablets of the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. The radiant faces of Moses. That's the next paraphrase, and we're almost done with this chapter. I know, it's kind of a long one. Verse 29, when Moses came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tablets of the testimony in his hands, he was not aware that his face was radiant because he had spoken with the Lord. When Aaron and all the Israelites saw Moses, his face was radiant, but they were afraid to come near him. But Moses called to them, so Aaron and all the leaders of the community came back to him, and he spoke to them. Afterward, all the Israelites came near him, and he came and gave them all the commands the Lord had given them on Mount Sinai. And there you go. Fuck. Okay, verse 33, when Moses finished speaking to them, he put a veil over his face. A veil? A veil. Alright, but whenever he entered the Lord's presence to speak with him, he removed the veil until he came out. And when he came out and told the Israelites what he had been commanded, they saw that his face was radiant. Then Moses put the veil back over his face until he went to speak with the Lord. Fucking stupid. Well, kids, once again, this is Josh, and this has been the Bible and an atheist's point of view.